Hey guys, it's Jim again. I know I haven't done a video in a while, and I had some people messaging me when I was going to do a video, but we've had a lot of stuff going on around where I live. I'm sure some of you have heard we've had brush fires in Southern California that have destroyed, I don't even know how many homes, businesses, tens and tens of thousands of acres of land have been just burned to the ground. We had the pilot fire and then the blue cut fire just recently, but now school year started again and things are feeling a little bit back to normal, and I felt motivated to do a shave video. But I just kind of wanted to do a simple shave. Something simple. And so I'm using something that I just got in a mail call because I got it really affordably. Some Derby soap. Those of you that know, this is made in Turkey. I got 2 of these from the UK, free shipping, and I think it was less than $5 per container. It's 140 grams of soap. Pretty firm too. Haven't used it. You can still see the Derby thing in there. This is the first time I'm using Derby. I'm going to lather this up with my Stirling brush. It's a 26mm knot, but it's put a little deeper than the Kong, so it's got a bit more backbone. Looked about perfect for lathering up this small container of Derby. I can't tell if this is plastic or paper coated plastic, or plastic coated paper, or what. Feels like plastic. Thin plastic that they mold into a bowl or form into a bowl, fold it and glue it, maybe. It smells like Arco minus the lemon. No, I like it. I think it's pleasant, but some people don't like it. I think that's loaded enough. Look at that. Normally when I rinse out a soap while I'm shaving, I turn it upside down on the edge of the sink and let it kind of drain and drip. This is a simple shave. Of course, I'm using Derby. I'm using a very affordable synthetic brush, and I'm using one of my trusty salsa bowls to build my lather in. Put a tad bit of bloom water, maybe a teaspoon of bloom water in the bottom of the bowl, just to, because these synthetic brushes don't hold a lot of water. So when you're lathering with a synthetic brush, it's not like a boar or a badger where the hairs hold moisture. They absorb water. These synthetic brushes don't do that. Whatever they're holding is just in between the bristles. So I find that I can add a bit more water than I see other people using. I already took a hot washcloth and scrubbed out my face and throat and my head, so it should be pretty easy to shave with. I hope everyone's been well since my last video. I don't know if we've had some drama in the shave world, of course. Another known vendor is closing its doors, Shave Revolution. Stephanie and I ordered some stuff from them yesterday. Hopefully it'll help them financially while they're figuring out what their next step's going to be. I don't know those folks, but I do know they're local. They're in Southern California, I believe, so. Anyway, they're a U.S. vendor. And they're well regarded in general, from what I understand. Okay. Look good? Lathering time. This is Derby. Turkish soap. Goes on pretty thick. Looks good. This is my first time using it. Normally I try to do a test lather or a test shave before, just in case I'm going to have any skin sensitivities. But this feels okay, and it smells very much like Arco, which I enjoy using. So hopefully it'll be fine. I'm not using my mirrors that I normally use, because the phone is actually on a shelf in the cabinet, for those of you that don't know. So I can't use that mirror to look at the back of my head like I normally do. But I'll wing it. Brush a little back and forth to make sure I'm getting that lather underneath those whisker hairs on my throat. I think that's good. Okay. My shave is going to be with one of my trusty Gillette Techs. This is a Prewar Tech triangle slots, as you can see, and I've got a Personna Blue loaded in there. It's new. So let's go see what Derby's all about. It's very slick. Oh yeah. Very slick. Holy smokes. Jeez. That is slick. Once I start on my face, I try to get my cheeks done right away so I can move on to other things. I normally don't do multiple passes on my cheeks. I just do north-south and south-north. I guess that counts as multiple passes, doesn't it? 2 is multiple. Whatever. I don't do a bunch. Just a little bit of water back on there. Clean up around my beard and my sideburns. So I can move on. It's about done. This stuff is thick. Jeez. I might have to go after my beard with a washcloth when I'm done with this. Oh, jeez. This lather is really thick. I probably could have stood to add a little bit more water to this lather. In my next pass, I'll do that. I don't shave a lot of what some guys shave. I just clean up around my beard, but I do my throat, which is a sensitive area for me, so as you guys know if you watch my videos. But I have to follow the rules. I still have to follow the rules. Map my beard, little to no pressure. This is with the grain, roughly. It's kind of a slightly, it's like a half with, half against. Oh yeah, this stuff is very slick. I can follow that right up. Put a little bit of water on there. Still very slick. Okay. Let's do a head pass. That Personna, brand new Personna Lab Blue, or comfort coated. Light strokes. You know, some guys like short strokes on their heads, but I like longer strokes, or I'd be here all day. I think I need to add a little bit more water, pretty sure. No trouble yet, but I can tell it feels a little dry. That stuff loads a little easier than it felt. It's a very firm soap in the tub, but it does the job. Very much like Arco. Got a little nick. Definitely gonna add some water. You see, you got a little nick right there. I think the Derby might be one of those soaps I go a little sloppy with my lathers. Without a mirror, I'm going a little blind here, but I think I'm getting it. It should be it. Let me check. Oop. Yep. Good to go. Let me clean up a little bit. I'm going to wipe some of this off. No, I'm not. Never mind. Add a little water to this lather. Go for it again. Added a little water, so it should be fine now. And I bloomed it, which probably added to the problem. I might have overloaded my brush with product. I'm not going for any kind of BBS or anything like that today. It's just a Sunday shave in the afternoon. Tide me over till tomorrow night or Tuesday when I shave again. Okay. Let's go a bit against the grain. There's that little nick. Still a little bit of blood there. And I think it'll be fine. Oh yeah. Not as dry as it was. My hair grows funny around my ears. On this side it grows down that way, and on this side it grows down that way. So I have to accommodate. And that's why I tell people, you got to follow the rules shaving your head the same way you do shaving your face. You know, no pressure, or as little as possible. And you have to map your hair growth on your head, just like you do on your face, if you want a smooth shave. If you just want to take it down, I guess it's not a problem. But if you want a smoother shave, you need to follow the same rules. Now, because of the way my hair grows on my neck, in the back, I go south-north, and then I go from the back of my neck, from the back of my neck towards the front. And then I do a little south-north. I think I almost got most of it. So far, the stuff's pretty good. Wet my throat up again. I might try to lather this up with a brush that's got a little bit more splay next time. I mean, this isn't bad, but get this all wet and well lubricated for the cleanup passes on my throat. I find that my whiskers prefer a shallower angle when I'm not going, or when I'm going kind of against the grain, which I am a little bit right now because of the way my beard grows. My beard grows up and then it grows out, like from my throat. Like if you, like my sternoclavicular notch right here, if I went from here, the hair growth is directly towards my ears on both sides. So it's like that. So it's hard to get an angle that's perfectly against the grain. Or it can be difficult. So if I want to get a pretty smooth shave, you know, not BBS, but but you know, baby's butt smooth, but a damn fine shave, I kind of have to go against grain, at least a little bit. But today, I'm just going to dance around it. I'm not all that concerned about it. Really. I just want it to be close enough so that I'm comfortable. And I look presentable. Because, honestly, what's the difference between a nice, close, comfortable, damn fine shave and a BBS? If somebody isn't touching it, who really cares, which I haven't experienced at any time except when I was in the Navy, then who gives a shit? I look good. I feel good. Now see, that is good and close. Yeah, look at that. When you add a bit more extra water on that derby, it is nice and slick. This feels like it's got, it might be just me, but it feels like it's got a little bit more cushion than Arco Stick does. Now granted, I haven't used Arco in the tub. I only got some Arco sticks and pressed them into a bowl. But oh yeah, it's good. Okay. I'm gonna pause it for a second and clean up, and then I'm gonna do my aftershave stuff. So I'll be right back. Okay, cleaned up, looks good, feels good, pretty smooth. There's a little spot right there I could do again. One more little pass right there, not a big deal. Clean it up. I got a couple little bitty nicks on my head, but not a big deal. So I'm gonna put one of my favorites. Now this I include in a cheap shave. It's witch hazel, but this is I got this pretty cheap off of Amazon. You buy a few bottles and you don't pay much, but any kind of witch hazel you can afford, I find, is very good for my skin. Just a thin little coating. Tends to make my skin feel a lot better. What is that? Got a hair on my head. Ooh, big hair. Yep. It's good stuff. Thin coating, so it doesn't take long to dry. And then I'm going to use something that I enjoy using, but can't get anymore. But when I got it, it was cheap. And that's the theme for today. Brut balm with aloe and shea butter. I got 4 or 5 tubes of this at my local 99-cent store for $1. Just over, well, they were just over $1 each. It smells like Brut. Goes on nice and smooth, and it's one of the best balms I've ever used. Smells awesome. It's got that classic green Brut smell to it. So, I'm done. That was it. That's my shave. Couple passes on my throat. 1 or 2 on my hair. A couple on my head plus touch-ups. And a little bleeder. It'll stop soon. So we used Derby today. Nice and affordable. Turkish soap. 99-cent find. They're there if you look. And there's got to be millions of these running around out there. Vintage Gillette Tech. Very affordable razor with a Persona, a blue Persona in there. And last but not least, 26mm Stirling knot, sunk, I think it's 10mm, pretty deep, so it's got plenty of backbone. So if you're looking for a synthetic with backbone, try Stirling. It's got a lot of backbone, a little bit more than I usually prefer, but considering the size of this soap and it's pretty firm, I decided to go with a smaller brush with a little bit more backbone, and I think it worked. So you guys have a good day, and hope you have happy shaves and you guys aren't dealing with the drama that we're dealing with here in Southern California with fires and crap like that. And I hope you had a good weekend. See you next time. Bye.